This episode of Edible Talk Podcast is brought to you by bangers.com, where you can get all your CBD and THC needs mailed right to your front door. And also get 15% off your entire order with promo code Edible Talk.
I swear I'm on my shit, I go retarded in this bitch. I swear it's all legit.
Episode 11, Edible Talk Podcast. I'm here with my man.
This is Dose, what it is, what it do.
Man, freezing.
And today we have a special guest. This episode we got a special guest. Introduce yourself, sir.
My name Gaston, aka Big Gas Smoke, aka the youngest nigga in charge right now.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Representing the YKE Young Kings Entertainment, man. Before we get into anything else, before we just get in, let's give a little brief, just tell the people a little brief summary of who you are, man. A little introduction and a summary of who you are actually.
Shit. Young, I grew up in Baltimore over west. Went to Landhurst. And what's that, Wildwood Parkway over there off Mount Holly? That's where I stayed at. Around the time I was like, I want to say like 4 or 5. Man, I really picked up music on my own for real. And then my father, he picked up the pen for me and was pushing the pen for me for like 4 years. After that, I turned like 8 or so. I started picking up the pen myself. I was writing. I picked up producing around like 11 or 12. I started trying to edit videos and all that. I'm good with the editing and all that. Now I stay in Atlanta. I moved when I was like 13, 14. And shit, just been picking this up, trying to push it as far as I can. Got a label now, LLC, since like 2018.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So you stay in Atlanta right now?
Yeah.
Alright, so like what that transition like? Cause you said you grew up here, right?
Right.
Alright, so like what that transition like?
It was like a test of perception, how you see people. Cause being down there, you feel me, it's like a reset. You kind of looking for who you lean towards as companions for, you feel me, friends and all that.
Right.
People you trying to let in your circle. And you just had, it was a matter of filtering out who was for me and who wasn't.
Alright.
That's what it is, man. And it must be like a lot of Baltimore niggas down there. Cause I was down there talking to this girl, right? And first thing she said when I started talking, you from Baltimore, ain't you? I'm like, what the fuck? Like that shit was just crazy. Like they just know it off top. As soon as you start talking.
It's different, like.
Well, they be loving it. Say too.
Yeah, the whole, yeah.
That shit funny as shit.
Every time I'm out of state, people be like, wait, Baltimore. They be like, what?
For real?
Yeah, everybody love Baltimore, yo.
Yeah, outside of Baltimore.
Real shit, yo.
I can't even.
They love the way you
I
talk.
don't even be
Everything.
thinking that I got the accent and shit, but that's how
Man, you do, like when you go out of town, you might not feel like you got the heavy accent, but when you go out of town, they gonna tell right away. You not from here, you feel me? We talk different.
Nigga like you from Baltimore. I'm like, how the fuck you know where the fuck I'm from all the way over here? But he said he was from Philly.
Real
So
shit.
I'm like, alright, I get it.
So listen, I know you're a grown man now, and I know you've been making music since you was a kid. I know you were 5 years old the first time you stepped in the studio. But man, a lot of people may not know how much of a veteran you are. But they definitely can check you out. How many albums deep are you in right now? It's verifiable, like online.
Damn, like, I want to say I might be like 12, 13, man.
12, 13?
That's being humble. I ain't like, that's just what I can verify all day. I got a lot of projects on.
Damn.
I put my first project out at 13.
13?
Yeah.
And how old you now?
21, about to be 22.
Oh shit, you got almost 10 years.
Yeah, crazy with it. crazy with it. So,
Hell yeah.
writer, producer, engineer.
Is this the one that was at the 5 Seasons in like 2013?
Absolutely.
All right. You know, the nigga yeah, God damn, that was a minute ago.
That's what man used to roll with him, you know.
Right, that's where I met you at. That was the first time I met you. Was right there that day. That day when y'all was there, and you know.
Yeah, man. I called him early that my son he had the spark for it and wanted to do his thing. So, you know, he been grooming culture for this. Now he done took it and ran. He done took it. I think the last time I wrote for him, I think he was like 7, 8 years old. And man, he taking it and run with it, man. That's big ass smoke right here. It's an inspiration to me. Got something new. You just dropped a plug new.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I just dropped a single called "Taking Off" on all platforms. Dropped a music video for it the 13th of last month. Just dropped a song on all platforms September 3rd. It's booming right now.
That's what's up.
What you got on the way?
Check that
on the way.
Really about to sit down and have a listening session. I want to put a project out November-ish. You know, my birthday in November. I always try to do something right now.
Yeah, my birthday in November.
Yeah, my birthday.
What yours?
15.
Sure, the 4th.
Y'all early in November.
Yeah. Shit, I'm in the middle of November.
Yeah.
Smack in the
You
middle.
ain't at the end. You was at the end. You excited.
Boosie birthday at the day of the month. Boosie fuck with me, man. Where the party at, man?
So you running your own label now. Besides all the things I just named, you are actually an executive early in this. Some of your artists, or some of the artists you have on your label, and some of the artists that you have worked with, some artists, producers that you have worked with, and some people that you may be, wanting to. Some artists that have caught your eye, caught your ear, that you would like to work with.
So right now on the team, we got Dooley 1K down in Atlanta. He go stupid, man. I picked him up like in high school. I was in high school, and like his older brother was in the class with me and all that. I had met him, showing him the music. He was like, "Yeah, my little brother listened to you too." His little brother ended up coming over with some other people, some mutual friends, and they had a session. This one I was doing studio time for people. So I was getting a little bread out of school.
Right.
Man, it came, they did the song, they like, yeah, we put him on the team, I didn't know who he was. He started rapping, and I'm like, yo is a beast. And I'm like, we still mutual friends with the people, but I'm like, yo, they ain't really on the music how they supposed to be on the music. Like, they ain't the people you want around if that's the journey you're trying to take for real.
Right.
And I said that around everybody, you feel me?
So you like, come fuck with me.
You feel me? For real.
Great
He
artist.
a beast.
Yeah. Shout out to him.
For
What's his
sure.
name again?
Dooley
1K.
Yeah.
Shout out
Dooley
to
1K,
him.
he on my page. My boy Static Sean.
Yeah, I follow him.
Yeah, that's my brother.
Yeah.
That's my boy. Man, I met him at Connection. That was one of the connections right before I moved to Atlanta.
Yeah.
So how long you at the label?
Officially 4 years, going on 4 years. But hypothetically speaking, like in real life, like as far as when I thought of it, start orchestrating it and all that.
Right.
2014. So.
Okay. The same thing with me with Body More Records, nigga. We was saying that shit.
Yeah.
It was like fucking 14, 15 and shit, but I couldn't do nothing until I was 18, and then I straight went and did it. And you would have thought a nigga would have took it by then. You feel me? Like that shit was crazy.
And that's the crazy thing, cause I ran into that too. I had at first it was Young Kings Entertainment.
Right.
Man, I think it's like 5, 6 Young Kings Entertainments. So I changed it to Young Kings Empire because I wanted to keep the YKE. And by the time I was ready to put the paperwork in, we was already screaming YKE and all that. I didn't want to change nothing. The Empire, that ran with the mission, so it went.
Right.
So how many artists do you have on your label?
As of right now, I want to say 5.
5.
And that's not including.
So like, and let me ask you this, I'm just asking from my personal experience, I just want to see if other people have these issues. So like, you basically the front man, so you running a lot of the shit, right? Mm-hmm. So like, do you have issues with like your artists, like do you have any issues with your artists? And say like maybe you might get more attention, or it might seem like you put more into yourself because you are an artist, but you still have responsibilities with other artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you have like those type of issues?
No, and the crazy thing is, I would expect it. I thought I would, especially because of the age we at too.
Right.
And everybody hungry, you feel me? But they be pulling me back like, yo, I'm gonna keep it a thing. Like, yo, once your foot in the door, everybody gonna eat. Like,
that's like that, but that's the mindset you supposed to have.
Yeah, you feel me? And I'm glad they got that because
that's what it is.
It's working.
That's
sure.
Man, I gotta salute that.
Everybody got a part to play, yo.
Yeah, that's the purpose and importance of having a good team around you.
Yeah.
Like everybody playing for the end game.
And there can only be one quarterback on the team, yo. You
playing for the win. It's not for self-gain, self-gratification. He's playing for the W.
Man, it's okay to play your position, yo. You feel me?
Real shit.
You can't just lead your whole life. You got to learn how to follow first. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit crazy, man. It's crazy, but that's what it is, man. As far as that shit, man, 'cause it's hard out here. It's so hard to find, you know what I mean, a good set of people that really, you know what I'm saying, can just go with the flow and like
that's consistent.
Fix, you know what I'm saying, and fix, you know what I'm saying, because that shit is hard. I mean, for me, it's been hard to find shit right now. Even coming on, you know what I'm saying, even if I evolve in the other shit, there's still issues with that part. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, ego is big, man.
Yeah,
I ain't never had that problem.
What?
Like not knowing how to play my part.
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Over the past, like, I want to say like 3 years, we've always had an issue with policing in hip hop, but I want to say over the past, I want to say maybe 3 years or so, I feel like there's been an increase in artists getting locked up, and it feels like being targeted, being watched and under investigation, these conspiracy and racketeering charges. As a young man in hip hop, what are some of the things that you see, if any, that you see that keeps all that stuff going? I mean, I know how I feel about it, but how do you feel about the whole policing aspect going on in hip hop? You think it is warranted? You think niggas is fucking up?
It's a mix. I ain't gonna lie, cause it's like, so some police be bored. You feel me? Some police, you feel me? They want fuck with rappers. They know niggas is coming in with money. They want to mess up somebody's day. At the same time, you don't end up in that car or in a cell unless you got something going on for real. So I think it's a mix. I think, nigga, once you get to a certain standpoint with your career, that you ain't gotta be involved in certain stuff, you ain't gotta carry certain stuff, you ain't gotta be in a car with certain stuff, you shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you talking about going to these festivals and all that, you going to these shows, you having these concerts and all, you messing your bag up.
Right. Nah, I feel like, because I be thinking about that shit too, like, you know what I mean? Oh, fuck, I got my shit all up like this, I'm tweaking, hold on, I was like that the whole joint. But nah, like, you know what I mean? Like, when you reach a certain level and shit, you can't be running around here with guns on you and shit. You ain't supposed to have nothing. That's what security is for. And it's cool to have security. You're a business now.
If you can afford
What you think about when you're a multi-platinum artist, you got that type of bread coming in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm talking about like right now, I mean, I ain't gonna call nobody out, but everybody just saw the news and shit, like, I expect more out of you, bro. Come on now. Because I wanna see the little nigga go farther, you feel what I'm saying? I wanna see him make it to the next, but you know what they're trying to do, don't make it easy for them.
Facts. Right. Cause you already totally getting up there.
Right.
But I mean, they ain't get at him.
And people be, I think a lot of the egos is just gone way too past where it need to be. People gotta understand that there's a lot of people depending on us, all of us. Not just artists, especially as men. We got kids.
Generations.
We got kids and all those people depending on us. And like, what's crazy to me is that we spend so much of our time and energy trying to create better lives for ourselves, taking all kind of penitentiary chances, risk without our lives and our safety and things, trying to only in the name of getting money, trying to get away from the hood. And niggas get real money, touch real money, real bags, and put themselves right in those situations. You know what I mean? Put yourself right in that situation, and it's crazy. We seeing them die. Rest in peace to all the artists that we've been losing here lately, beefing amongst each other. And the whole thing is, we was trying to get away from the beef and all that fuckery anyway, and then we end up pulling it in after you get cash. I really can't see it. So man, hopefully, we can get that together, man. Hopefully, we have better conversations, and the older artists could, give some insight to the younger artists, so we can try to get away from stuff like that. Back to a more positive note, more light on the situation. We got a new year coming up. New year coming up. You got your artists. What projects you got? You working on some new projects? I know, man. You got some.
Of course.
We got to speak on that,
top secret.
Yeah, what you got going on, man? I know I heard you got an endorsement deal. But we got
Of course.
So talk about other business ventures.
Alright. So I have the endorsement deal. That's Cash Letters. That's my boy. Man, me and Dior go back to high school too. My boy cool. He cool with the clothes, for real. I ain't gonna lie to you. If shit, for real. If it's not something like this, little cycle money or something, I usually got something on. I'm mad I ain't got nothing on now. My wallet Cash Letters though. But everything be Cash Letters on me usually. So yeah, that I got the gas leaf. This it's top shelf, high class roller. You know what I'm saying? The gas leaf, I just figured, I might as well stamp it since I got access to it. And it's beautiful.
Make sure when you get everything lined up with that, and let us know we have you back on the podcast. It's the edible talk. We smokables too.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, we got to put that in the air.
Got to.
Hell yeah.
Definitely bad. Shout out Porter Visuals. Me and Porter Visuals supposed to be having a conversation about putting a film together. So.
That's what's up. So you into acting too?
Yeah, of course.
That's what's up. And I got some projects I'm working on. I'm gonna have to reach out.
Of course. Don't hesitate.
Because that thing with me is I ain't in just one lane and shit, man. I got a horror movie. I got a nigga, I'm working. I got him.
Come with us.
Can I be in the horror movie?
No, because it's based on a person that really lived here in Baltimore.
Oh, okay.
You don't.
Yeah. No, it's what.
You
just don't fit the fucking description. It was a big fat white guy. You feel me? I ain't gonna put the
I swear I'm on my shit, I go retarded in this bitch. I swear it's all legit, she got me falling in this bitch. I'm so high.